Hello YouTube, this is my latest acquisition from Copart and it is 2023 Hyundai Palisade calligraphy. I guess it's the kind of top trim level and looks absolutely actually mint visually. Doesn't have any imperfections. The paint is good. I mean, it's got only 15,000 miles on the odometer, and the little caveat is right in here, the water line. So I bought it as a non-running vehicle, and I recently delivered and didn't have too much time to play with it, but I already get some preliminary discoveries. First of all, this seat, when it was at the auction, this seat was all the way forward, so there were probably an inch, maybe two, between the seat and the knee panel. So the first order of operation for me, before I was able to move it from the trailer, actually was move the seat, because I need to press, like, let's say, on the brake pedal when I'm backing up the car from the trailer. I mean, backing up, that's the strong word, when I was pushing the car out from the trailer. And you know what, it's a flat vehicle. Nothing of those controls been working, nothing at all. And there is the seat memory module located under the driver door seat, which I guess was submerged in the water, and so it controls the controls of the seat. So I disconnected the control module. Maybe you can see on the wiring in there quite like 3 or 4 connectors somewhere there, maybe you can see them. So they were connected to this memory module. It's good that the seat sits pretty high and there is like an ample of room, quite a lot of room to work, like from here or from the back. And I was able to unscrew, I guess, 2 or 3 screws holding the memory module and remove it and disconnect the wiring. What I did, I used a couple wires and I directly supplied the power through those connectors into the motors, and that's how I was able to move the seat. So again, this is looks like marked water level, which is right in line of this area. I'm probably gonna remove those controls later on when I will remove the seat from the car and take a look inside if any of those controls inside are corroded or not. So that's the view of the second row. That's the sweater for the battery under the hood. The battery was completely dead when I got the vehicle, and I removed couple modules already from the car. This module is the amplifier. Yeah, looks sad. And this is the seat cover. This was yeah, this is the power seat. Yeah, under the driver seat. Let me check if I'll be able to open it to show you inside. So it doesn't look that bad because I already cleaned it, but regardless, when you look closely, a lot of corrosion and whatever under those relays, I have no idea. So yeah, this unit is totally dead. But the good thing is, so this is the memory module for the driver's seat. remember this car? Same thing happened. The memory module for the driver's seat was fried, and the difference is the brand new module from Porsche, I guess it's around 800 bucks, give or take. This one from this Palisade for 2023 model is 150 bucks brand new. So unfortunately the situation about the amplifier is a little different. It's about 850 bucks brand new, and there are no used on eBay. I checked, all the amplifiers currently as of today available on eBay are for 2022 model years, not 2023. All right, going forward, this was definitely fun. So this module is take a look inside. This module is the control module for the third row seat. This car has 3 rows of seats, and the last row is power operated. All right, so it was additional fun for me to get this module. The reason being is this module is located under the left rear seat. Right now we are inside the vehicle. This is the trunk, the tailgate, and in case your car doesn't have power, there is a slot. You insert the thin screwdriver, and I guess it's, yeah, slide it towards the driver's side, and it unlatches the latch. I'm not sure how people shoot in the videos from iPhone, like let's say for this kind of stuff, but regardless. So this is the compartment for your stuff, and you can see how pretty is it right here. Third row seat currently stowed. When I got the car, the left seat was all the way down like it is right now, even like more down. This one was all the way up, and when it's all the way up, it kind of goes into here. So it was particularly fun to remove this rear tub, plastic tub, in order to get to the rear side of the rear seat. So this tub had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. 5 bolts, and it's got 2 clips. I would say the clips are right here and right here. So when this seat was all the way out, I couldn't lift this top straight up, and I forced it a little bit and I cracked it. That's not such a huge deal. I mean, no one gonna see the cracks. One crack, I don't recall even where. Yeah, one crack is here. I'm not sure if you can see it, right here, and another crack is right here. Yeah, that's unfortunate event, but I couldn't do anything because I couldn't stow the seat, the right seat, to give me more room. Anyway, that's the small price to pay. Let me remove this top and show you further. This is what is hidden under or behind this tub. All those electrical connections. I used, for example, this connector on the right. I think, hold on, maybe, yeah, the connector on the right here, and it was upper left and upper right contacts, what I use to apply the power to the back, and by switching polarity I was able to move it back and forth however I need. Same thing for the left side. It was green and yellow wires, which are again top right and top left, and I was able to move the seat around. So this is the switch for the seat when everything is working, and right now obviously it's not. So this is the main wiring from the car. So it comes up to here. So I disconnected everything because I would like to remove this seat so I could release those side panels from both sides, so I could remove the carpet, because I would like to remove the carpet to dry everything. So I will be removing all 6 seats, front, middle row, and the last row, and then I will be removing the carpets. That's but that's not the main party trick about this car. The engine is locked. My estimation is, or suspicion, or guesstimate, the water line is low, relatively low, and this is the intake. It's probably 2 feet higher than the kind of the water damage. I mean, the auction possibly could incorrectly mark the water level, but based on everything else, it looks like plus or minus accurate. What I think happened is someone tried to force this car through the river or puddle or whatever, because this car came from North Carolina, and it was claimed on the next day after the September of 2024 flood in the mountains, and it's like literally the next day claim. So either they were trying to escape the flood, or whatever. I guess they've been trying to go through the through the body of water, and they ingested the water through the intake, and they locked the engine. On the first or second day after I got the car, I bore scoped the front 3 cylinders, and the engine is toast. There is the mechanical damage to the, I don't know, to the piston or to the to something, because I saw the metal parts inside the cylinder. Probably I will show it to you later, but this engine needs to be replaced, and I already purchased another Palisade from 2022. This one is facelift. The one that I purchased is pre-facelift, but it's got only 19,000 miles, if I'm not mistaken, so 4,000 miles more than this one. So it's very, very similar mileage, and the engine theoretically supposed to be exactly the same. And that's going to be our project, to replace the engine. I am not sure about transmission, if it's got water in there or not. It's yet to be discovered. I looked at those fuse boxes. Everything is dry in here, and I mean the water, I mean in overall it did very little damage to the car, because even the connectors that went into those modules that were fried, the connectors looks more or less okay, and even the probably won't be able to see, even the rails does not have much rust on them. When the seat was all the way to the front, a lot of part of the rail was exposed, and it was like stainless steel without any traces of the water damage. because the water was not salty in the mountains. So that's the short or maybe already long overview about what happened to this car. Now let's get to the seat removal and partial disassembly of the interior. I would like to start with the second row of the seats, and it's quite simple to remove. Unclip those. There is like, I guess, maybe 15 or 16 millimeter bolt. Same thing right here. In the front, same thing. You simply unlatch those little doors, and one bolt and two bolts. And I assume there should be at least one little connector, because this seat got this button that kind of releases the back and kind of folds it. Same thing like I showed you with the lever. So I'm gonna need to be careful not to rip off this connector. That's 14. One, two. Let's close it so we won't damage them. Now let's open those guys. And actually, as I see, I have two bolts in here. Interesting. One, two, and one bolt in here. One, two, three. The seat should be, yeah, it moves. This is how the seat looks like, and it had actually two connectors, and I forgot that this second row was with the heating and also with cooling as well. Plus it got again those two buttons for reclining, and again it looks pretty good, you know, for being water damaged. And like, you know, let's say this connector, it doesn't show anything at all. This connector shows a little signs, so but it's not bad at all. I cannot even compare how the connectors were in this Porsche. So in overall, I am pretty happy how it so far turned out to be in terms of electronics. I'm gonna repeat the same procedure with the seat on the left, and we'll move forward. The same stories with the front seat. Let's start with the passenger one. Come on, open up. One, two. Come on, three. And sorry guys, please. Okay, number 4, and possibly, yeah, I already disconnected this seat on the first day when I got the car. So yeah, just 4 bolts here. Okay, I managed to remove both front seats, and surprisingly I did not damage the door cards or anything in here, which I'm pretty stoked about. So the last piece of the puzzle for me, before I can remove the carpets, is the center console. So what I did already a couple days ago, I think, I removed the kind of the padding in the bottom. There are 2 bolts. The console started to shake. Then I removed this triangle piece, and there is one bolt right here, and I'm gonna need to do the same thing on the driver's side. Maybe let's do it together. Let's see if I can do it using my bare hands, or I'm gonna need the plastic prying tool. I don't recall if I can do it. Alright, and there's something, one more, or maybe it's just, yeah, no more, just 1, 2, 3 clips goes right here, 1, 2, 3. I can see the, what is it, like evaporator right here. Interesting if it's possible to replace it just like it is, which I think it's possible. And if this is the case, that's super great, because usually you need to remove the entire dashboard in order to get to it, but at least at first sight they managed to make it accessible. Nice. I have no idea what this is, but I would like to see the connector, if the water got into there or not. No signs of water. It's just 4 contacts. Interesting. What this module? What's that for? And you can see the bolt on this side very well right now. So as of now, I need to pop this silver cover, and I think it should reveal a couple more bolts, you know, somewhere there. And you pop it using your plastic trim tool. I just did it like 30 seconds later. You can see the yellow clips or tabs, and this upper part is almost removed. I just need to disconnect all of those connectors. Give me a moment and we'll continue. Upper cover removed, and looks like the connectors are in great shape, meaning, yeah, the water did not reach this level. And I see bolt number 1 right there, bolt number 2, and somewhere deep right there. I think this nut possibly needs to be removed as well. I cannot confirm it yet. So after we pulled this upper chrome panel, 2 more 10 millimeter bolts removed. So 1, 2, and then like 3, 4 that I already showed you, and then the rear. Wait a second, do it multiple hands. The rear part kinda could be disconnected, and I guess I can. Whoa, be careful, don't scratch anything. It's okay. How is the connector looks like? It's not bad. I see little greenish stuff right in there, but it's definitely not bad at all. Just a little bit of contact cleaning will do the trick. So I undid those 2 bolts from the sides. Those 2 bolts, you know, from the sides behind those like triangle pieces, and I found 2 more bolts. One is here and one is here. Let's try to undo those. One. Two. Let's see if it... Okay. It kind of started to move. Probably there is a chance I still need... There's a chance I still need to undo this one in the middle 10mm nut. Let me try to do that. The whole thing started to move. Possibly gonna need both hands, and possibly I'm gonna need to disconnect something as well. So those 4 connectors goes through this window. Okay, can I move it a little more? Okay, and not sure if you can see or not. Oh, one second. Where's right here is one more connector plus the USB connector in here. The funny part is on the left hand side, on the side behind this like triangle piece, I found this kind of Phillips bolt or screw. On the right hand side it was like this like 8mm with the Phillips. So, and I am pretty sure I am the first who disassembled that, because it's literally like a brand new car. Still, it's got some protective tape from the factory still installed in some places. But yeah, this is how it looks like. I'm gonna check pretty much the wiring. I'm gonna clean this ground. I would love to check this SRS. I think this is the SRS module. Not sure if I'll be able to open it, but at least I'll try to see the connections. Maybe it's worse for me to replace it because it's a crucial part for safety. Just to feel safer inside of me, I would probably gonna opt for replacement module. I removed this airbag module and I can see the moisture coming from it. You probably can see it on the screen. Yeah, that's a no-go. I'm gonna need to replace it. But so far I am pretty impressed about how those things are, disassembles or assembles. It's pretty straightforward. The clips are still not broken, not too many bolts, and they are kinda in a predictable places. And just want to let you know how I do track of the bolts that I removed. I simply put them back right here, right here, right here. This by the way, this one I didn't need to remove this one, so this one could stay in place. So yeah, I put all the bolts right back where they belong, so next time when I'm gonna put it back together, I'm gonna know where everything goes. Just unclipped the B pillar trim. It's been held in like just with those clips in place. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and plus the weather strip, like this, like a rubber piece. This goes behind those kind of hooks, and on the top it's been inserted into this like upper thing that may stay in place. We do not need to remove this one. I'm gonna do the same thing from the other side as well. About 15 minutes later, so I need both B-pillar trims from both sides. I need like those steps. Let me actually put this one back in place, otherwise I won't be able to close the door. So I found I removed this panel I found quite a few connections in here that goes to the instrument, I mean the dashboard, and I bet maybe to those, you know, fuse panel or whatsoever. And let's say this fat power wire is remarkably clean. It's not bad at all. Let's check the maybe a couple other connectors. Come on. I mean, there is a little bit, just tiny bit of oxidation, but not much at all. Come on. I cannot release this clip. Come on. Not this one, not one-handed, maybe. What about this? Yeah, this one I can. With the pink wire. Let's see. This one got some greenish, but again, not bad. I've seen much worse. Okay, now come on. Okay, this red is also not too bad. So far I am really happy. And by now the front portion of the carpet is ready to go out from the car. I'm gonna put all my mess together. Yeah, I removed the accelerator pedal. The contacts are pristine, nothing in there. The carpet is, I think the carpet is free to go. Just yanked the carpet out, and that's how it looks like without the front portion of the carpet. We still have the rear carpet for the third row of seats, but this is how it looks like without the carpet. And I'm gonna remove this kind of foam. Nice. One. Let's do the same thing from the other side. Okay. I can't tell that the smell is particularly great here. A little ocean. And what about this part? I think I cannot remove it. It goes kinda up in there, but I can at least yank it up so the air starts to circulate. So yeah, I'm not sure about this part yet, but the rest I can start to. What about this part? Can I remove it? I think I can. Just need to remove this ground wire, maybe something else, and I'll be able to take this one out as well, or maybe not. So that's the whole entire piece right here. And this is how it looks like without the rear carpet. You can see wetness in here and the main carpet. I'm yet to figure out what to do with the very front part. I'm probably gonna lift it as much as I could. I'm gonna put the dehumidifier in the car so it suck as much moisture as possible. Don't think very much left, since you know most of this part is right here. So a lot of cleaning ahead of me, and that's been said, I'm gonna leave the most fun part for the future, the engine replacement, because yeah, elephant in the room.